All right, guys, yesterday we discussed the Variety report that claims the role of Ant-Man was down to two candidates, Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Paul Rudd. In an interview later in the day, Levitt commented on the report saying the following: "You know, I'm very transparent when there is news in my career. I'm always the first to tell my fans if there's really something happening. So if you don't hear it from me, it's just people spouting out rumors." Several news sites took Levitt's comments as a denial that he was on the verge of being Ant-Man. Others took the comments as confirmation. John, how do you interpret Levitt's comments?
You know, you never know. I mean, you just simply don't know. Look, I said on yesterday's show when this whole thing came up, I said, I still believe this isn't true. I still believe Ant-Man is cast, and he has probably been cast for about a month or more. And I still kind of believe that. I'm not going to fall over shocked, though, if I find out that I'm wrong. But Levitt's comments are a little bit cryptic, because in one hand he says, hey, look, when there's something to know, I'll tell you. But he doesn't come out and say, this isn't true.
Right.
So a lot of people are taking it as confirmation. Some are saying it's not. Let's not forget, though, that websites, even somebody as credible as Variety, is not completely immune from running stuff that just isn't true. Like, remember, just a little while ago, one of my favorite movie news sites, HitFix, they ran this story guaranteeing that Joseph Gordon-Levitt was going to be Batman in the Justice League movie. They guaranteed it. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt, of course, denied it, and they say, no, we trust our sources. So sometimes even the best sources like HitFix can just be fed wrong information, right? So, I mean, I don't know whether this is a confirmation or a denial. It's possible they're still talking and trying to figure this stuff out. Personally, though, if he does end up being Ant-Man, you won't be able to convince me that he hasn't already been Ant-Man for a while. So that's just kind of the way I look at it. Christian, what do you think?
I agree with you, but the thing is, though, what he backed himself in a corner with is, when there's something to tell my fans, I'm going to tell them right away. So if he's Ant-Man right off the bat, it's like, well, why didn't you tell us? Because you said you would. So maybe I'm almost buying that. Maybe, like you said, maybe they have cast it, maybe it is Paul Rudd, maybe he was in the running at one point, and now that's passed, and so he's like, well, yeah, I was in the running for it once, but why am I going to tell my fans that? I was in the running for a lot of different roles. So I actually think Paul Rudd is going to wind up being Ant-Man. I do think that that's going to wind up being true. I think it's I didn't like it at first, and I do like it now, because I think it's a different take on the character, but I'm going to buy stock into what Levitt's saying here.
What do you think, Mark?
I think the loser should have to play Robin in the new Justice League movie. Whoever doesn't get Ant-Man is going to be Robin. And look, I mean, this is the world we live in now, where rumors and speculation count as news. So you can spin this either way. You can say, oh, well, I haven't confirmed it yet. And then if it turns out he has been Ant-Man for a month, then, oh, well, the deal wasn't finalized. So that's just kind of what 2013 is as far as movies goes, that we just get excited about speculation. Personally, I would like to see either one of them, but I would take Joseph Gordon-Levitt in overtime as my choice for Ant-Man.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news, and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.